Hey, welcome back to day 2 of the Longevity Gamer. Feeling better than yesterday because I got better quality sleep, as far as I can tell. And I guess we'll just continue where we left off yesterday, where I was introducing the channel and how we're going to explore the overlap between longevity and gaming. So one way I believe that gaming can help longevity is through long-term thinking. There's something about games that puts our brain into a state that I believe can help assist long-term thinking. There was a story I heard once about a civilization or like an ancient tribe that used games to get through hard times. There was like, I think, low amounts of food or some like bad crops or something, and they came up with some kind of dice game, I believe, to play together and help them get through that hard time. So that's one potential way we can try to get ourselves to practice better health habits, is through coming up with some kind of game. I think there's maybe two directions you could approach this from. You could either have like some kind of health tracking data and gamify that, or you could take a game, make it a fun game first, and then try to integrate biomarkers and health data into that. So for the first, coming at it from the perspective of like taking tracking data and then gamifying it. There was an app I tried called Habitica, which did this. I thought they did quite a good job, actually. They had a nice to-do lists and like scheduling features in the app. And then they had some kind of RPG character you could level up, and I thought it was quite cute. And I wouldn't say I used it too deeply, but I did like the idea and thought it was fun. So, but then personally, I think there's more room for benefits from gaming helping with long-term thinking if you come at it from the other direction, where you take maybe existing games, which lots of people find to be fun already, and then you kind of use those games as a benchmark of health in certain ways. So for like mental clarity, reaction timing, and things like that, I think it could be a really fun way to get lots of people to, have this or data available to themselves, and maybe share it if they want to with a group. And then you can kind of gamify a meta game, right? So like tournaments or scoring systems related to how you play each of these games and the metrics that come out of the game. So that's where I think there's a lot of potential. So I guess we'll see. That could be one potential direction this channel could go, is developing and trying out certain games or tracking apps to assist with longevity. But probably for now, most days I'll talk more about my personal like health journey and daily updates and findings, and then we'll go from there. Okay, thanks for watching. So now I'd like to talk a little bit about an experience I had very recently, which caused my sleep to be really quite terrible. So I had this several times. Once was, let's see, back in September, so 4 months ago. So basically what happens is I'm not able to stay asleep. And so even if I go to bed like at 9 or so, I'll wake up at either midnight or 1 or 2 and not be able to go back to sleep, which is really terrible because then the longer this happens, I start to get really tired, and it's not healthy for sure. So the reason I think it was causing this, or this was happening, was too many supplements that I was taking. And the reason I think that's true is because when I stop all of them, it takes 1 or 2 days, and then my sleep gets much better. So even last night, 2 nights ago, I had this kind of like insomnia, and then last night, after stopping the supplements, got much better. So this is not to say that I think all supplements are bad, because I don't. I just think that it is very difficult to carefully start them and space them out enough so that you can figure out when some of them are helping or hurting. And if they're hurting your sleep, I think that's really important to stop, because sleep, as far as I can tell, is the most important health regular thing to help your whole body to heal and to recover. So I think I definitely noticed that. So the supplements might be interacting with my thyroid medication. So I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is hypothyroidism. I knew about it when I was 18, and I've been on levothyroxine ever since, and most of the time it's been just fine. I did an experiment maybe 10 years ago where I stopped taking the medication, and I couldn't go even a whole month without it because I had this terrible actually sleeping problem, which is when I would go to sleep and wake up the next day, I just didn't feel rested at all. I felt like it was dead tired in the morning, even if I slept 8 hours. And it was just awful. Don't wish sleep deprivation on anyone. Fun fact, I believe that sleep deprivation is the most effective form of torture used around the world to get information out of people. If you sleep deprive them enough, they'll be so miserable, they'll tell you anything you want. So, please don't do that to yourself. Yeah, so quite likely, I think some of the supplements, including high fiber protein powders, maybe iron and calcium, were interacting with the levothyroxine reducing its effectiveness and kind of putting me back into this state where I wasn't getting enough, or what my body wasn't absorbing enough of the thyroid hormone. And that could be the reason for my poor sleep. And then stopping all the supplements helped me to recover quickly and get the full benefits of my thyroid hormone. So that's my current theory, and I'm going to take quite a long break now from taking supplements, because I don't think I need any of them to function well, but some of them did give me more energy, I felt. So I will gradually reintroduce them at some point, I think.